I'm kind of curious what this is all about. I know Jack Black is like a lot of people are starting to dislike him for a myriad of reasons, but I'm kind of curious why Jack Black is losing thousands of followers and if this is related to the issues that people are having with him as of late. So this is Sunny V2, so Sunny V2 always puts out some really good videos. So let's find out what the hell is going on with Jack Black.
Jack Black is a national treasure. We must protect him at all costs. Comments such as this were normal just 1 year ago, but after a string of unexpected controversy, he's not only losing thousands of followers, but every Jack Black comment section is flooded with negativity. Compare this to only 11 months ago, when we listed Jack Black among celebrities who have basically zero haters. There was nothing controversial about him. In a Reddit thread asking about the most beloved celebrities, one of the top comments was Jack Black. He's just such a lovable guy, how could you not like him? He never took life too seriously.
Wait, what's the comment below? Hang on, there's a comment below that one. Hang on. Met him once briefly. He was nice enough. He was really great with this kid. What I liked was that he recognized someone in our group at a restaurant who had done comedy. Okay, cool. Like, the first time I heard about Jack Black, like, people not liking him, the first time I think I heard inklings of that was when he guest starred. I'll tell you, I don't even know about anything political that he did. You know me. I try to stay the fuck away from politics. The first time I heard people start ragging on him was his appearance in Star Wars, in The Mandalorian. That one episode where he appeared in The Mandalorian with Lizzo is the first time I can recall hearing someone start talking shit about Jack Black. That's my first memory. And then, to my memory, since then is when people have been dogging on him more and more, and now he's catching a lot of hate for a variety of reasons. I guess some of it is his political stances, which, I'm sorry, if you're an actor in Hollywood, and a famous actor in Hollywood, the moment you get political, you done fucked up. As an actor in Hollywood, especially one of high visibility and high popularity, it is basic common fucking sense to shut your fucking mouth about anything political. Shut your mouth. Dance, court jester, dance. That's pretty basic. And Grindhouse, he was in the second or third to last episode of season 3 of Mandalorian. Okay, Zeb, they are allowed to express their opinion. However, the problem is if you have if you want to express your opinion, that is fine. However, if you are someone of famous note and popularity, and you have a platform like Twitter where you have millions of followers and people that read your tweets, you have to expect that shit's gonna go sideways if you say something politically divisive. And that is why the best course of action is to not say anything in a public forum. It's not like you can never express your opinion, but consider the platform in which you are doing so. By saying something on Twitter, or by doing like a TikTok video or something about it, where you are espousing your political views, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. I'm not only ascribing this to popular figures. This logic does not only apply to popular figures. I apply it to myself. If I want to express my opinion, which I do. No, Zeb. Okay, you're misunderstanding. It is not that they should be forbidden from doing it. That's not, if that's how it came across, that's not what I meant. it's if a celebrity is going to do it, especially on a public platform like TikTok, like YouTube, like Instagram, like Twitter, be aware that there's a very good chance, especially if it's a political topic, which is a hot button issue these days, you're going to get backlash. That is something that you have to be aware of. The where I think that they should be, and it's not exactly forbidden. No, Zep. I'm not saying that they should not be doing these things. It's just be aware that by doing so on a very loudspeaker-esque platform, you need to be ready for the backlash if you're going to express your opinions on that platform. Which is a very different thing from just expressing it with the people in your immediate surroundings. And also with the doing the political thing, they shouldn't be using these massive platforms to espouse their political beliefs to say you should change your mind about your politics because I'm saying something. That's the other quotient that Atanashi just posed, is a lot of the celebrities are shoving their political ideology at their followers or at their fans, saying you should ascribe to my thought process because I am a celebrity, I am famous, so therefore you should follow my train of thought. Which they should not be doing. To simply say, okay, so say if Jack Black, just as an example, I have no idea what his politics are, I do not fucking care what his politics are, because I hate politics. Let's just say that Jack Black did like a Twitter post or an Instagram post that said, you need to vote for this candidate because they stand for X and Y and Z. And they're basically using a platform and their celebrity to promote a political candidate or a political party. Yeah. That you are now effectively abusing your celebrity for politics, and that I have a problem with. So if I made myself misunderstood, my apologies. That was not what I was saying. Like, no, celebrities should shut up. They should never have an opinion. That's not what I was saying. If I seemed like I was saying that, I was not. My apologies for the misunderstanding. Anyway, I just rambled. Again. Shall we continue?
Never took life too seriously, always trolling the paparazzi and acting like a fool for the public's entertainment. By starting his own YouTube channel, Jack Black showed that actors are still just normal people.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Jack Black. This is my new YouTube channel, Jablinski.
Giving him a relatable edge that made his fans adore him. So when he'd faced his first controversy roughly 2 years ago, his audience was generally forgiving. Jack Black had shown his support for a charity named Autism Speaks. Articles explained in 2013 he hosted an Autism Speaks benefit, and in 2015 performed at the Lighted Up Blue Autism Speaks fundraiser.
Okay, I would forgive him on this too. I'm not a big fan of Jack. Yes, there is, Sam. There is a huge fucking problem with it. Autism Speaks is... What's the best way to describe this? I'm probably gonna be terrible at articulating this if someone can help me out. Yeah, the Autism Speaks has a very serious problem with, like Kanito said, something regarding eugenics, and it originally posed itself as being a charity of support for people with autism. And yeah, something like they view autism as a disease, and they basically their approach to quote unquote supporting of autism has pissed off a lot of fucking people. Yeah, I think it's like they're talking about aren't they talking about you basically doing brain surgery to alleviate autism or something like that? It's really fucked up. Everybody hates Autism Speaks. But I do not fault Jack Black for hosting a benefit and performing at the concert, because I think everything that came about from Autism Speaks, I want to say that only came to light, what, 5-6 years ago, maybe? I think it might have been like 5-6 years ago that basically how horrible of a charity Autism Speaks only came to light recently. So it came to light after he hosted this, did these benefits for this charity. So I do not fault Jack Black at all for posting a benefit and performing at a benefit, because this is before all this shit about it came about. I truly think that when he did these two, he did it with altruistic intentions. 100%. I don't think he had any idea about what was behind Autism Speaks, and I think he was just trying to do a benefit for autistic people. So yeah, this absolutely, I would forgive him for this without hesitation.
In 2018, he'd promote the charity via Twitter, perhaps ignoring it being extremely controversial. Autism Speaks hates autistic people. For over a decade, Autism Speaks tried to find a cure for autism. They treated autism like it was some type of disease that could be cured.
Now, I will say, in respect to this, like, autism is a neurological disorder. It is. And this has come up before. If they were, it's, the question was posed to me on stream once before. If I could find, because as I've told you guys before, a very close family member of mine is severely autistic, and I honestly feel like I am probably autistic as well. I've just never had the opportunity to be tested. And I use this word in a very broad sense, so don't go crazy. If a quote-unquote cure for autism or a treatment for autism came about, the question is supposed to be, would you want it? I could not answer. Because if I look at it, I have a very personal connection from it. And it's like, okay, on one hand, I can see, like, for the person that's in my family that is severely autistic, if there was a means of quote-unquote curing autism, it would give my family member a better lease on life. They would be able to function in society much better than they are capable of right now. However, I would also be terrified that it would change them in a very drastic way. I would be terrified that they would lose that absolutely beautiful sweetness that is such a part of them. Because the person the person in my family who is autistic is one of the sweetest people I have ever met in my entire life. And I would be terrified that they would lose that. And I mean, Kinito, I do. But it's also like, I want them to be able to, not need support for the rest of their life. And that's why it's an impossible decision to make. It's not simply just a hard decision. It is an impossible decision to make. Because it's, the autism has shaped their personality to be who they are. And if you quote-unquote cure them of that autism, it may change their entire personality. And Atanashi, that's another good one. Is like, do you have the right to make that choice for them? There is no, and there never will be a clear answer. But the way Autism Speaks worked off it is like it's a type of disease, and they wanted to do brain surgery, and Autism Speaks went to an extreme with it, and that's why everybody hates Autism Speaks. So, very roundabout way of need putting my thoughts into this on this about with Autism Speaks, and if they could find a quote unquote cure. And I'm rambling again. Sorry. I'll continue.
People therefore complained on Twitter, friendly reminder that while Jack Black is currently trending, he has donated to ableist and eugenicist organizations like Autism Speaks and Next for Autism that focus on fixing and curing autism, a neurological condition. He has also attended Autism Speaks galas, yet his audience gave him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Jack didn't know it was a bad company and was just trying to do something good and got duped. Just plain
exactly. Because again, when he did those benefits, that was before all the shit with Autism Speaks came to light. So I do fully believe that Jack Black did get duped, that he didn't know that, and that he actually was being, had altruistic intentions in mind and did not know the backstory behind Autism Speaks because it hadn't come out yet.
Devil's advocate, what if he's unaware of the problematic issues?
Now you know why
Jack Black seems like a decent person.
Sorry, I'm pausing a lot, I know. Yes, Dwayne, exactly right. Why do you think I stumble so often trying to think of something that I know about, and I'm uhing and umming and going, oh shit, I know this, and it's like the knowledge is in my head and I can't get it out.
We like your ramblings, it makes you interesting and fun to watch. Cheer 100.
Thank you, Brighead. Thank you.
This explains why he'd also give political opinions, but with his comments now reading, never get political, it always ends wrong. This had become a primary reason for the fall of his reputation. Now, Jack Black has always been politically outspoken, but would make his arguments subtle and funny in the classic Jack Black style. For example, in 2017, Tenacious D performed This Government Totally Sucks, in which they joke about Benjamin Franklin.
Sorry, I was trying to fix my alerts because, holy shit. Hang on a second. Okay, hopefully that does it. I hope. Okay. That can.
Wrong, this had become a primary reason for the fall of his reputation. Now, Jack Black has always been politically outspoken, but would make his arguments subtle and funny in the classic Jack Black style. For example, in 2017, Tenacious D performed This Government Totally Sucks, in which they joke about Benjamin Franklin getting naked and smoking weed. Similarly, in 2020, Jack Black made his own commercial, stating it's time to be a hero with a mask. Not this kind, but this kind, before jumping headfirst into his pool. Videos like that were pretty smooth and inoffensive.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that's not political. Making a video about wearing a mask during what happened in 2020, that's not political. No, it's not, at all. Yes, it was made political by political people in the US, but people in the US turned it into being political, but him basically doing this is not political at all. This was him basically just saying, be safe. Wear a mask when the coof was at its height. That's, in and of itself is not political. This video that he's making here, saying like, be a hero, wear a mask, so you're helping out in a small way that you can to try and, stymie the spread of the coof. That's not political. No matter how you try and twist it, that's not political. It isn't. Even though people were politicizing the living fuck out of it, this is not political. It's exactly, Zed, you're exactly right. People that are desperate to read and scream and make it political, made it political. That's the thing. Anything involving wearing a mask, no matter how benign, or it's like, this has nothing to do with political party, it's just do the small bit that you can to just be, try and stem the tide of what we're seeing. That's not political, but people will always make it political because they will twist themselves into knots. That was it, and that's what happened here.
However, by 2023, his political opinions were less about the comedy and significantly more direct. For example, he'd give his opinion on the Israel-Palestine war, for which he was heavily
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is a mistake. This was a mistake. To go this route. This is one thing he should have stayed out of simply because, again, this was a massively hot button. No, Tanito, I understand his take was lukewarm. I appreciate that. But this is something, again, that this is an issue where she had to know going in that because of his popularity, because of his follower count, and using this platform to do for this, she had to know that he should have expected going in that he was going to catch backlash for this because it was such a massive hot button topic. My opinion is he shouldn't have said anything for one very specific reason. Well, okay, Zeb, here's my opinion. Because I think at this point it was already fired up by the time he said this. The moment this started, it was a hot button issue. The moment the conflict began, it became hot button. It really is as simple as that. But my take on the conflict in its entirety. Here is my take, quick and dirty. On this conflict, I'm not saying fuck all on either side because you know why? I'm not involved in it. It is not my place to say one side is right, one side is wrong, because I do not reside in that area. My opinion, when I do not reside in that region of the planet, means nothing. That's why I'm not taking an opinion. I'm not taking a side on any of it because I don't know all of it. I don't know the backstory behind any of it. It does not involve me. I am not engaged in any of the conflict. I don't reside there. Me stating opinion of I think this side is right and this side is wrong means precisely fuck all. Because I'm not there. Nobody over there gives a flying fuck what a stupid anime cat girl says on Twitch regarding this conflict. Nothing I say on this conflict will make a fucking difference whatsoever. Even if I was informed of this, even if I was properly informed on this situation, it doesn't matter. I am in Canada. I am not over in the Middle East area where this conflict is taking place. So my opinion means fuck all because none of the leadership over there gives a flying fuck about what I have to say. So I'm not going to say anything because I do not have all the information, so I cannot make an informed decision. So I'm not going to make anything. And that's it. Like, stay the fuck out of it. Yeah, Jack Black, like, I know a lot of people are saying it because Jack Black is Jewish, but he's not Israeli. That's the thing. He's not Israeli. There is, you can do my ancestry from way back when is, from thousands of years ago, hailed from Israel. He's not. He is not even a few generations removed. He's Jewish by religion. He's not Israeli by birth. That's the difference.
The Israel-Palestine war, for which he was heavily criticized, to the extent that people called for a Kung Fu Panda boycott. When he shared an image reading, "Climate change is a human rights crisis," the comments again weren't too positive. Goodbye, Jack, you lost me there.
Why would he get lambasted for climate change? What's wrong with saying that we need to be aware of climate change? How is this a problem? No, it's not. I know people try to make it. Zep, I know people try to make it political. I'm gonna tell you flat out, it's not political. Well, Gore, the argument for climate change being a human rights crisis is because climate change is affecting the planet globally. Melting polar ice caps, things like that. It's so, climate change is a global problem, and thus, making it a human, quote unquote, human rights thing. Okay. But it's not political. People made it political. They have, but it's not. Climate change is a science. It is a literal science. Are they expanding? Alex? I hadn't heard. I hadn't checked in on that lately. Are they starting to expand? The last word I'd heard is that we're losing massive ice shelves. But maybe that's changed. But again, this is not political. This is people taking it and turning it political. Gore, I can see what you're saying there with it being a trigger word. In the case of, I can kind of see where your angle, where your viewpoint is on that. It's, I don't know. The ones in the Arctic, we're not sure if it's changed. Okay, Alex, interesting. I may have to look into that. Anyway, but basically, it's because the whole thing with climate change is it's causing, the oceans to creep higher and higher to under the shores, because of polar melts, etc., etc. That's why it's angled as a human rights crisis, because it is affecting the populace of the planet, increasing temperatures, encroaching ocean lines. It's and it is people that turn it into a political issue. Let us not fuck with this. Climate change is a science issue. It is a science issue that has been made political by people to use it as a political cudgel, basically. But this right here, even this advertisement, is not political. People are making it political just so they have something, like, okay, let's not fuck with this. People can make absolutely anything. Literally anything can be politicized in this age. In the current age of extreme polarization, literally anything. Okay? I'm currently holding a cup of coffee in my hand. If you really wanted to, you can make that political. That is how fucked up this is these days. Okay, the cup of coffee I am holding in my hand. Somebody could very easily turn that into political in some way. That's how screwed up our current, society is. This right here, though, this is not political, not even this advertisement.
Rights crisis, the comments again weren't too positive. Goodbye, Jack, you lost me there. Nobody needs you to guide them politically. You're a professional court jester. That's why we watch you.
Again, this is not political. This is this person making it political. 100%, this is this person making it political. So this person was spoiling for a fight. This is someone that maybe this person doesn't like Jack Black and just use this as an excuse to say you're saying something political and is just spoiling for a fight and wanted to and scream at the celebrity that retweeted something about climate change. That's it. It literally does not go any further than that. These are people that, you know how I've talked about professional victims on Twitter, usually on the DEI side. Those people exist on the opposing side as well. That they look for anything on the internet that has a whiff of what they perceive as, woke, political, blah blah blah, and they will and scream. They are professional. They are perpetual victims on the other side of the equation. So it is not just one side; it is on both sides.
OMG, LMFAO, Jack Black, you've gone down the gutter. In the meantime, about half of his Twitter became political retweets, peaking in June 2024 when Jack Black endorsed the president.
A few days ago, my manager called me and said George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president, and I said, I am in. When and where?
He proudly reposted the video to his Twitter, but with almost as many replies as the post had likes.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake. This part, he done fucked up. You are a celebrity. It is not your job to endorse political candidates. Unless he has a political science degree or an economics degree or something like that hidden away in his vault that says he has a measure of authority on anything political or economical or anything like that, he shouldn't be endorsing anyone. His endorsements as an actor and a musician means exactly fuck all. And that people legitimately get pissed off about. Yeah. This part, I get it. This is a celebrity using their fame to basically turn the political theater into American Idol. That's it. That's what this is. It's, by candidates using celebrities as endorsements, they are turning it into fucking American Idol. Should be doing it. Because now we're working off popularity and not whether or not the person is the right person for the job, whomever that might be. So yeah, Jack Black. Yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
It's safe to say his message didn't land so smoothly. Love your work, I just wish you didn't endorse anyone. Hollywood needs to stay out of politics. You were a part of a lot of people's childhood laughs. Now you're just a deadbeat sellout. What a shame.
And this right here from the gal. Perfect example. Love your work. I just wish you didn't endorse anyone. Hollywood needs to stay out of politics. I 100% agree with this right here. This is what I'm saying. Stay the fuck out of politics. It's not your theater.
You've only alienated your fan base. We're here waiting for you to do better, although these were the more polite replies as they only got worse.
Dragon,
over 15,000 people supported a response reading, add Jack Black to the list of pedo-wood elites. Repost if you...
What? 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 Is there an accusation that he is a PDF? This is the first I'm hearing about anything like that. Is this person literally accusing Jack Black of being a PDF? Pedowood is referring to basically the people of Hollywood are PDFs. Carboy. That's the reference, because a lot of people in Hollywood have been hit for PDF stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is political, but this is referencing, yeah, the elites part, yes. This is like referencing basically that they go after young people. You think this is more reactionary? It could be. Blackfire, you could be right, it could just be reactionary.
You aren't surprised. Numerous other memes pushed similar allegations, with another person straight up stating, "Here's an awesome tip. Stay away from the pedophile at Jack Black just because he endorsed a presidential candidate."
Okay, what the fuck? No, I'm sorry, no. Fucking no. Fucking no. You can say Jack Black don't endorse any political candidate, stay the fuck out of politics. 100% I'll back you on that one. Do not call someone a PDF. Oh, McCargill? Very possibly. Now, is he gonna sue some no-name on Twitter? No. But this is fucking stupid. And I'm gonna flat out say this. This person and everyone else that was calling Jack a PDF just because he expressed a political viewpoint, you're a fucking idiot. And it also shows that if this is your go-to for someone, if this was your go-to to call Jack Black because you didn't like the fact that he went political, that means you don't have an actual counter argument for what he did. Okay, jumping immediately. This is another version of someone calling people istophobias because they don't support, or they didn't like something Hollywood put out, or the gaming industry put out. You know, I've always talked about how when gamers or Hollywood fans, basically roast a movie or a game, and that industry comes out and says you're an istophobia because you didn't like this project. This is the other side of the coin, where someone just basically does something honestly kind of benign on the political spectrum, and immediately they jump to calling them a PDF. It's the same fucking thing. It is the exact same thing. Yeah, exactly. It is reactionary, but it's the exact same thing. That these people that criticize the stuff that where if the entertainment industry criticizes its customers by calling them istophobias because they didn't like something, they're doing the exact same thing because they don't like someone having a mild political opinion. They're doing the exact same thing. They're jumping and calling that person a PDF. It is the exact same thing. If they're doing so and there's no evidence for it, that there's which there isn't. With Jack Black, I know there's not. It's the same fucking thing. That, this is basically that side's version of the DEI calling everybody an istophobia. It's the same fucking thing. That's why I've always said, it's not just that side of the equation that is a problem. You're seeing right here the other side of the equation showing just how big of a fucking problem they are and how the extremes are having the loudest voices.
A different fan expressed, "I'm so beyond saddened by this political shilling. The word disappointing isn't strong enough, and I just attended one of your recent Houston shows. Well, never again, Jack." And in a poll asking, "Have you lost all respect for @Jack Black?" 85% responded.
Okay. Look at the vote count. Look at the vote count. The whole Childs Campbell. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zeb, that whole nonsense, yeah, that was just insane, absolute insanity, but it's insanity, we know it is, we don't need to continue with that. Look how many votes this is for this little poll from the North Pole. 966. for the entirety of the internet, this isn't even a sample size. This is nothing. This is a bunch of fucking people that are terminally online on Twitter and said, oh yeah, I want to vote on that. This means nothing. Okay? This means absolutely nothing. Dragon, at this point, I don't fucking care who this is from. It means nothing. It's not, I wouldn't even classify it as a minority, Jack. This is like an ant. With the amount of votes in here, it would be like an ant screaming at a human being. That's the level of voice that this is right here.
With yes. The poll was likely somewhat biased, but still for the first time ever, Jack Black was losing followers. However, this likely wasn't a massive concern as he was busy with something else completely. Tenacious D, Jack Black's band, had been traveling the world on their spicy
Screamed the
meatball
dust
tour.
speck.
They'd been through North
Do it. Injecting a little Dr. Seuss in there, Leo.
Black's band had been traveling the world on their spicy meatball tour. They'd been through North America, all across Europe, and had landed in Australia just 24 days after Jack's presidential controversy.
Oh,
They
Calvin and
scheduled their
Hobbes.
second show in
Okay, Leo.
Sydney for bandmate Kyle Gass's birthday, celebrating on Instagram before the show started. This continued into the band's performance.
I vaguely remember hearing about this. I don't remember exactly what happened. I do vaguely remember some shit going sideways for Kyle Gass's birthday on this.
Celebrating on Instagram before the show started. This continued into the band's performance, which would lead to the following interaction.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Mixed feedback
Ow.
immediately rolled in.
He said, don't miss a certain candidate next time. And I'm sorry, but that's a fuck up on Kyle's part. Kyle Gass fucked up with that. I'm sorry. She fucked up. She absolutely fucked up doing that. It's fine if you want to have that thought in your head. As, you are an individual, you can think whatever the hell you want. You guys know my opinion about that. Regardless of whether you like or you hate a certain political candidate, you should not wish harm on that. As a human being, you should not be doing that. And I'm sorry, Kyle fucked up big time with that. And yeah, it's something like you can have that viewpoint as a personal viewpoint. You can express that with your friends or your close associates or something. You don't do it on stage at your fucking concert. Not even as a joke. Because it's not funny. Yeah, Kyle Gass royally fucked up. Now, I'm not sure how Jack Black threw him under the bus. So, I'm waiting here.
Some people said that they're a comedy band that make dark jokes. It was a joke, they make jokes. JB and KG, they're good human beings with good intent.
Yes, Tenacious D is a joke band and they do dark jokes. No. There's dark jokes, and then there's, there's dark jokes, and then there's jokes that go beyond dark and should not be told. This is one of them.
whilst others plainly stated, "Sorry Jack, but I'm out." One senator tweeted, "There is no place in Australia for those who wish for the assassination of others," demanding that Tenacious D must be deported immediately. As a result, Kyle Gass apologised, writing, "The line I improvised on stage Sunday night in Sydney was highly inappropriate, dangerous, and a terrible mistake. I don't condone violence of any kind, in any form against anyone. What happened was a tragedy, and I'm incredibly sorry for my severe lack of judgment. I profoundly apologise to those I've let down, and truly regret any pain I've caused."
He didn't write that. He did not write that. That was a PR person who wrote that. He didn't write that. This basically says he didn't write it. He's sorry he got called out. He's sorry he got called out for it. Because notice, he never, in any of this, apologizes to the person that it was in reference to, saying, "I'm sorry that I said that. I don't actually wish you dead." He never said that. So he didn't write this, and he doesn't believe any of this. And everybody that saw this post knew that. Yeah, he's not sorry at all.
Jack Black added, "I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form, but after rewatching the clip, people didn't buy it. Black was blindsided. He laughs when Kyle says it. He doesn't."
Hold up. Save the fuck up. Hang on. 6:55. Hang on. Hang on. Let's watch that clip again. Hang on.
Which would lead to the following interaction.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Mixed feedback immediately.
I don't think Jack was laughing about that. That was kind of like, yeah, that was like, oh fuck. Cause notice he wasn't holding the microphone up to his mouth when he was quote unquote laughing. Jack was probably shitting himself when that happened. And yeah, and Alex, that was the other point that I was gonna make. If he was laughing, it might have been like shocked, nervous laughter. Like, not really fully processing what the fuck just happened. He was not laughing. Okay, I do not think Jack Black was laughing at that. At all. This is like, oh fuck. Because, like I said, the microphone was not up to his mouth, so you couldn't hear what he was saying. This was probably nervous, panicked, scared, if he was laughing at all. Like, I'm on stage, I have to keep, he's an entertainer, he's a performer. I'd say he very likely knew he needs to try and keep everything upbeat and try and keep the mood happy, even though something insanely dark was just said. So no, I don't think he was laughing at this.
Doesn't condone that kind of speech, but you see him laughing when the comment is made. Jack's apology continued. "After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding." He'd stated in an interview 3 weeks later, "We need to take a break. Everybody needs a break sometime and we'll be back," but it was already too late. Even those people who didn't mind the joke were disappointed by Jack's lack of support for his bandmates.
What? I'm sorry, but if someone says something that insane, and your reaction is like, okay, did he go a little bit overboard, basically breaking up Tenacious D? Maybe. He might have. But I'm sorry, if somebody says something that insanely dark in a political theater, like, what the hell is he supposed to do? That's like, because to my knowledge, Jack Black never said anything like Kyle Gass said. He may have had, he might have done some political stuff, which was not great, but I've never heard anything about Jack Black saying anything that could be tantamount to agreeing with what Kyle Gass said. And yeah, he was fucked in this situation. It was no win because again, this is during a time that you can, if you step into the political theater at all, you are fucked. That's why I do my damnedest to try and stay away from politics. It's why I say I don't care about either side. I fucking hate politics as a whole. Because if you step into politics in any way, you are fucked. It doesn't matter which side you support. It doesn't matter how factual you are fucked. Because politics now is more about emotion than facts. And it's emotions of extremes. So it's like, yeah, it's, and Dragon, this person right here, tell everyone to stop, what do you do? Tell everyone to stop overreacting, agrees in poor taste, move on, immediately cancel the tour, disassociate from said person, allow his career to tank, and apologize like it's the worst thing since the Holocaust. This person is making a goddamn leap. And correct, yeah. After that comment, Jack Black may have said, this may not be someone I want to associate with. He may have vehemently disagreed with that thought process because Jack knows Kyle Gass. So he may have known this wasn't a joke. He actually meant it. And that's not someone he wants to tour with. You know? And can I also point out what the band chooses to do, whether they stay together or break up, is not people's fucking business. People do not get a say. The public does not get a say in whether or not a band stays together or not. It's not your fucking band. They can do whatever they want. And if there's bad vibes because of this between the two of them, that would have affected their music. And when you've lost that music, you can't just treat this like a normal 9-to-5 job where you just go in and mindlessly do your job. No, music needs passion. And if the passion is suddenly gone because the band members do not gel with one another anymore and they basically have a problem with one another, that's when bands break up. It happens all the fucking time.
A friend of over 30 years says one bad throwaway joke that gets an overreaction, like have at least a bit of backbone and stick up for your friends. A different person said the weird thing with cancelling the Tenacious D tour over a bad Trump joke tells me yeah, dude cares more about money above all else now and will throw friends under the bus to maintain cash flow. The public no longer gave him the
This statement is fucking stupid. Dude cares about money above all else, will throw on friends under the bus to maintain cash flow. Does this person not realize that canceling the tour means less money? Does Free to Game not grasp the basic economical concept of this? By canceling the tour, they're not making money from the fucking tour. So, this is not dude cares more about the money above all else. This is dude cares about the fact that he had a problem with what Kyle said and they need to take time to reevaluate. Yeah. Yes, Free to Game is not smart.
no longer gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Jack Black is the ultimate sellout clown.
Which began to impact his future movies. I remember a time when seeing Jack Black in a movie excited me. Now I skip it completely. Borderlands got 10% on Rotten Tomatoes and has been considered one of 2024's worst movies. On the Dear Santa trailer, people criticized Jack Black just jumping on every movie these days, and nothing showed this better than his casting as Steve. There are many reasons why.
Okay. The problem people had, I think that, yeah, that's what I was about to say, J-10. The problem with Jack Black in the Minecraft movie is not because he's Jack Black. He doesn't look like Steve. Steve is a pixelated block character. This does not look like Steve from Minecraft. If they'd had an animated Minecraft avatar of Steve with Jack Black voicing, people wouldn't have had a problem with it. But he doesn't look like Steve. Yes, this is what he looks like in the movie as Steve. Yeah, and the fact that it, like, this was just the tip of the iceberg of what people had a problem with the Minecraft movie. Jack Black being in it and not looking a goddamn thing like Steve, that was part of it. But they didn't like it. And yes, the Borderlands movie, Jack Black was a part of it. He is not the reason why Borderlands shit itself at the box office. You cannot put it all on Jack Black. If you don't like his comedy, fine. I can certainly respect that. I'm not a big fan of Jack Black as an actor myself. He's done fine in a couple things. I thought he did fine in Jumanji, the second Jumanji movie. I thought he was fine in that. I don't think he's I don't really care for him much as an actor. In Kung Fu Panda, he was good. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda is his claim to fame. He was just fine in that. If you don't like him as an actor, like you don't think he's that good of an actor, that's fine. I can respect that. But this is not. They're taking something. It's apples to oranges at this point. It is. School. I've heard a lot of people love School of Rock. I've never seen it. So I have no opinion on that. It's just this one with the Minecraft movie. They're trying to say, oh, it's just because Jack Black is in it. No, it's not. It's because they put Jack Black, live action Jack Black, in a Minecraft movie about where he's playing Steve, who does not have long hair and a gray beard. He is a pixelated block character with short brown hair. And instead of having him voice an avatar, they put him in the live action, and that's what people had a problem with.
There are many reasons why Minecraft's trailer has already gained over 1 million dislikes, the main one being, according to Forbes, the appearance of Jack
I don't even
Black
know
as
anything
Steve,
about Dear
where he
Santa,
simply
Broken
looks
Spine.
like everyday Jack Black in a blue shirt with his now signature wild hair and grey
That's it exactly.
beard. It's absolutely bizarre.
He's basically just playing Jack Black, but in a blue shirt. It looks like he rolled out of bed and they gave him this blue shirt instead. All right, now you're Steve.
He could have said, I am Jack Black, and it would have made zero difference. They gave Jack Black a blue shirt and called it a day.
All of this
People
is
joke
correct.
that the director should have instead been cast as Steve, leading Jack Black to respond to the hate. I just think the backlash we're getting is ridiculous, especially from grown men who don't get that this movie isn't just for them. It's for a new generation, yet it seems the new generation don't want.
The new generation is not stupid. That's the problem with that statement. The new generation is not stupid. Okay? The only new generation that this would entertain are like 5-year-olds. And even then they wouldn't have the attention span to sit and watch it. Yeah, the new generation also play Minecraft. They also want to see Minecraft characters. They don't want to see real life characters. But they're also smart enough that doing this is they're going to be like, huh?
want it either. My son is a Minecraft kid in elementary school. He told me that when they heard it was live action, all of his friends declared it was total trash. This doesn't even appeal to the target audience.
There it is. There it is. This is the problem. Has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Jack Black. It is all about the fact that they made Minecraft with live action actors in it and not video game avatars. It has nothing to do with Jack Black. Well, no, okay. Let me rephrase. It doesn't have everything to do with Jack Black. It doesn't have everything to do with Jason Momoa. It's the fact that they are live action people in a 100% CGI animated movie. And when they enter, they can start in real life, and then and when they enter into the Minecraft world, they should have become Minecraft avatars. And then the actors voice those avatars. If they'd done that, people would have been like, cool. This could be cool. Yeah, it is the blocky nature that has appealed to people, to people that play it, not real life people. Exactly. This has nothing to do with why Jack Black is so disliked. This Minecraft movie. This person said it best. It has nothing to do with the actors themselves. It's the fact that they're making a movie that does not even appeal to their target demographic.
As a result, Jack Black's rapidly losing followers on every social media. He pulled a Dwayne Johnson and became a soulless corporate husk of his former self, who plays the same character in each of the far too many terrible movies he's in.
That last statement I can actually get on board with a little bit, where he's playing the same thing in every movie he's in. I can actually kind of agree with that. Every movie that Jack Black is in, it does seem like he's playing himself. So, I'm actually kind of on board with that. It's his range is not great as an actor.